Hello, my name is Zhatelier. Welcome back for another episode of EU4 as Ethiopia. We are starting to be quite a chunky boy over here, as the youngsters would say. But we have still got a war going on with Hormuz, Iyaz, and Khorasan, thanks to Persia. Hopefully they'll win that soon enough. We're just mostly... Oh, actually, we've got a Mamluk separatist happening probably in the... Yeah, oh, actually. Down here. Alright, then let's go ahead and get this one in here. We could probably just fire those manually. And then Kanem, there's going to be another rebellion up there, so I'm just going to go ahead and stop the autonomous rebellion, or rebel suppression, get the troops in here. But I'm going to, if it doesn't fire while we march in there, I'm going to put in the back of the automated, oh, we're going to be the first one to invest into, oh, Gustavian infantry. Unfortunately, it does not unlock a new infantry type yet. We did get, well, it's a few ticks ago. The supply limit increase is quite nice though, and the extra tactics and the better forts. We just started building the level 4 forts at Zhatelier, so yeah, getting the level 6 ones is going to be a little bit too much perhaps, but that's alright. So yeah, let's go ahead and... Actually, no, we're going to wait until next month, because we can get it a little bit cheaper. Of course, another thing that we could do is just, you know, maybe increase some manpower development, so we can get some extra manpower, because we've got... about 90,000 of the... Oh, right, the de-seating over there again. That's fine. Just going to go and deal with the rebellions first. So, Mamluk separatists, let's go ahead and... Oh, no, I can't provoke them. Never mind. Alright, Persia, how about you make the peace deal soon enough? I got some rebellion to deal with. Oh, Ottomans declare war on Mamluks. Well, that doesn't surprise me. They'll probably want to take the province that they haven't taken in here in Iraq. And there's one province in Saudi Arabia, I guess. And, well, I don't know if they'll be able to take these. They are fighting Ottomans and Tunis. That, I guess, will be a bit interesting. Do we have... Right, so we've got 30 points for the government reforms. I don't think we initially need to switch away from the core creation cost thing yet, because we don't have the extra policies to place in yet, either. Oh, and there we go. There's a revolt in Zabid. That's going to be an easy victory. Defending... Well, it's actually coastline. Oh, right, now there's someone already taking it, so let's go ahead and take the Miltech. We'll get the Star Force, and I suspect that level 2 force that we might be finding in some nations are probably not going to be very effective against us anymore. And then I suppose you can just go ahead and... Oh no, it's going to be over here with the conversion, isn't it? Okay, let's move the army there. At least it's not going to find Kanem right now. Oh, there we go, that's the core province. Mamluks want to move through my lands, fine. And this one, we've got a truce with them. I'm okay. Oh, right, France owns a bit of Ottoman territory. Oh, not Ottoman, Italy. They got a lot of, well, they basically inherited Naples, didn't they? Or something like that. Supporting the independence of England. Oh, hold on a bit. Oh, England's a junior partner of Portugal. Oh, right, okay. In that case, it might make a bit of sense to keep Portugal on our good side for the time being. I forgot about that. But France supporting England, that's odd for this time period. Now let's go ahead and do the rebel suppression, so we can guarantee that once the rebellion fires, it's going to fire right underneath the army. We'll have a little bit of Sunni zealots as well, potentially, but I don't think that's going to be a huge issue. Now, did we convert any other provinces in here yet? Not yet. We're converting some of that. Over here, we've... actually, this area we could potentially start turning into a trade company. That one we could. Oh, there we go. There's a rebellion in Kotoko. Excellent. Oh, there we go. There's a truce as well. So Hormuz will see Moghazan to Persia, Khorasan will see to Arakan, Kerman, and Sarax and Jask to Persia, and Hormuz will renounce their cause in Banda Lange. To pay some money, we get 14 ducats out of that. We get 16 favors though, which is quite nice. After annexation going, it has actually gone forward a little bit. I suppose that our diplomatic reputation has improved, which is quite handy. Oh dear, we lost a general down here. And we don't actually have the points to get another one quite yet. Well, we can do that soon enough, I guess. Persia asking for 5,000 manpower. You know what, I'm going to give them that. It's better than money. That means that we're going to at least get another manufactory underway, actually. MB could probably benefit from that quite a bit, as a matter of fact. I mean, it's got 12 base production. It's going to get a little bit more in there. We've got the workshop in there. So the total income is going to... Oh, and there's a truce with Mamluks already. So, yeah, they took all of... Everything except... Oh, no, Tunis got some land over here as well. We don't share a border with Mamluks anymore. Well, I'll be. But yeah, luckily I've got quite... Oh, what's this then? Venetian exile. Oh, relation with Venice go down, we can get some prestige. Or, we improve relations with Venetians. I'm going to take the prestige. Oh, proliferation muskets. Okay, elite regiments goes away, but the army professionalism goes up by 2.5%. Okay, that's fine. No, actually, that's going to save us a lot of money. Now, there's the new standardized uniforms. That's going to be still 10% land maintenance modifier. Actually, that's something that we can probably take, though. It's going to keep the army maintenance slightly lower, all things considered. I guess we don't really have a lot of rebellions that are about to fire, so I'm going to start drilling the troops. Oh, you don't have the leader yet. We need to wait for that one. I'll bring this one back to Darfur. Start drilling the troops. Also, should be probably saving up some points for... Oh, right, we got the Miltech already, so at least the invasion is not going to go down for us. So we could potentially get the... Oh, inflation reduction from loan repayment. Oh, and gold depletion chance modifier. So if I take that one, I wonder if there's now a 0 chance of gold mines depleting. Yeah, there's a 0% chance. Alright, then, well, that means that we can start increasing the gold mining drastically. How about we try to get to, like, I don't know, 50 gold income per month? That'd be quite something, but that's also going to take a lot of points, which we don't currently have to spare. I do want to get the trade idea first before we get the techs. What's the next economic idea? Is it interest per annum? Oh, that's quite nice. Nation exiles. Oh. Oh, right, so since we allowed exile for the person before, we can take we'll get some points from that, sure. How much more do we... Oh, we need 1 more point to get the, obviously, merchant. So merchant trade power plus 15 is going to be somewhat useful, I reckon. I think the trade steering later on is also going to be quite helpful. Oh, but we're about to get a few plantations. That's going to give us a decent bit extra income as well. Well, mostly production is also going to impact then the... Well, income from production plus also some of the trade income, because the trade values are going to be much higher. That'll be quite useful. But now we've got income of 143 ducats. Expenses are relatively high. And that reminds me, I'm just going to pull this army back to Cairo. Start drilling that one. And then this one can start drilling already. Try to get the professionalism and drill on the troops up a little bit before we start fighting Ottomans. Because sooner or later that war will happen again. We're not necessarily quite ready for it yet. Especially after the, well, all the things that have really happened. I'm going to summon the diet real quick. Let's see. Oh, manufacturing Bozazo. Where's that one? Down here. Oh, it's incense. Okay. We don't have the money for it yet, but we could definitely do that. Or we need to have some more areas in Tripolitania area. Or burgers want a workshop in Sidamo. That's going to be fairly easy, to be fair. Oh yeah, that's going to be really easy. Oh, we got the plantation in there. You know what? I'm going to take that one. And I'm going to start building the workshop immediately. That's going to be done in less than a year. Or about a year. Ooh, trade efficiency for 10 years plus 5%. That seems like a good idea. So even though we are paying full maintenance on the armies and all that, actually, speaking of which, let's go ahead and start drilling the army. No rebellions are going to fire right now. At least not initially. Sooner or later there might be some. Oh, right, and then advance of a merchant class. Okay, they get a bit more influence. So Kanem, we could turn it into a territory, or state rather, already. I'm going to do that. It's going to take a little bit of points to get all of that core, but that's fine. It's also going to give us a bit more money, and also more trade power in the region in here. Ooh, right, there's a bit more trade stuff. Actually, I suppose one of the things that I could do... Local manpower sailors modify local trade power in Socotra, I guess would be one option as well. And I guess, technically speaking, we can get the production efficiency up here, up even further. Now, are these... no, none of those have been converted yet. This one is almost converted, though. That's going to take another... it's going to be 4 months or so, and that's going to be done. Oh, and revolt in East Timor. Is there... Oh, Hadramut did actually take care of that. Okay. Oh, they... Right, they did colonize this one, and then now colonize a neighboring province. What do they actually provide in here? That is tropical wood. Okay. And up here they have tropical wood. Alright then. Well, not necessarily a huge variety in there then, but it'll do for now. There we go. We've got a monthly income of about 40 ducats now with all maintenances up. Including quite a bit of maintenance on missionaries, mind you. So we are definitely getting better and better, our situation. How is our army or the army force limit, rather? We could have a decent bit extra. I'm kind of thinking that maybe we'll go ahead and get a couple cannons for this army. They can do some sieging. Like a small force sieging or whatnot. Not necessarily very quickly, mind you, but that's beside the point. There we go, so that's all now cored. 150 total income. We got a fairly decent trade income now, 40 ducats. Production is still the biggest one. Cairo being 6. Oh, right, we did get the plantation thing in, or trade station in here. Oh, there we go. Bistro is being converted. What are we converting now? Oh, Zabit is being converted. Oh, brilliant. Right, so this one could be turned into a trade company province then. So how is the... Oh, 8.4% right now. So we still need to get quite a bit more to get the extra merchant from there, but that's fine. 8.3 currently, okay. Out of the 51 that we need. But every province that gets converted in here... Oh, there's a... Yeah, there's a missionary in there, but I thought we were building up there. That's a missionary as well. Yeah, no, there's a missionary. Oh, right, we did build the mountain fort in here already, never mind. We could get the Malindi and Mombasa Center of Trade upgraded, or we could just save the cash right now to maybe get some more manufactories. Because the next thing is going to be the manufactories, and we need to have a bit more of those. Oh! Has 2 neighboring 15 development provinces. Has one of those manufactories. Okay, so that's going to be a little bit tricky then. Let's see. What do we have as development? Well, technically speaking, Samian would be pretty good for that. Is that... Well, it's grain province there, so it's not really going to be that great. Alternatively... Oh, there we go. Sidamo's got the extra production in there. Is there... No, there's not quite enough in here. And most of it... I suppose Gojam could be another option. It's got a plantation already. I'm just going to go ahead and build the workshop in there, quite frankly. That's a decent income. Actually, is there any other places that are going to have a good income now? Well, yeah, kind of. Get those underway. Also go ahead and get another cannon or 2 for the smaller army in there. So we'll have another 30,000 man army soon enough. Discontent, well, that's not good. A new era. Ooh, okay. That'd be 500, almost, well, 5,500 ducats for a church. It does give us some bonuses though, but it's, I think we're just going to take the prestige hit right now. I just don't think it's really worth the effort. So we could see some more lands. Well, we've got 98% already. Well, probably wouldn't hurt that much to be fair, but we've got some of the modifiers in there that I'd like to keep on right now, so I'm just going to not do that. We've got a fairly good spy network in Ottoman lands. Oh, reputation tarnished. I'm going to take the below power hit. Right, so let's go ahead and get a claim over here on Kilwa. So if I was to declare war on them, Ottomans would join. I could call in Persia. How would their numbers really compare? Not all that well. They got a lot more manpower as well. Persia has basically no reserves right now, so yeah, no, that would be bad. So I think we need to do it directly on Ottomans then. Because that's at least going to allow... Oh, no, they've got all the allies now. I could call in Persia and Portugal. No Russia, though. But with Hadram and all that, we could perhaps win this war. It's going to be tricky. But that would allow us to get as much areas over here as possible. Get to Antioch, for example. And then we can do some separate pieces with all the others. Like Tunis, we can maybe take some more ground. And actually, we don't really have claims there. We might still take a little bit of ground from them. Maybe a little bit of the coastline or something. Or at least some of the money. Oh, right, that's going to be something that the Portuguese are probably going to seize down for us. Is there anyone else that I could maybe ally real quick? No, not really. We don't have spots available, really. I'm probably not going to declare the war quite yet, but that is something that we can do. Now we've got the Conquest Gasabelli on kill one. I'm going to call back that diplomat. I'm guessing if Russia is really in that bad of a shape in terms of money... Oh, Ming just went bankrupt. Alright then. But yeah, even with the full maintenance, we're still making 40 ducats per month. I'm actually pretty happy with that. It will, of course, be improved further later on, but it's a good start. So, have we managed to get any further sped up? Oh, right, because we have no Diplo points, it's not going forward. There we go. So now we got another... Oh, we build the army actually in Hadramut. Right then. As soon as these two are converted, we can assign those into the trade company as well. We'll probably get over 10% at least the power in Gulf of Aden. At that point, we do push 16 ducats into Alexandria. And how much do we make in there? I suppose it's the 40 ducats, yeah. 42 ducats in there. So, yeah, that's pretty good. Gold income is also pretty nice, and now that we don't need to worry about the gold income sort of, or the gold mines depleting ever, I think we're in a pretty good shape. Now, it's just a matter of time of spending some points to actually be able to develop them further. But we also should probably save up some of the Diplo and admin points to get the next techs. That's going to unlock the dry dock, that's even more sailors. Not necessarily something we need currently, but also unlock the better ships. The heavy and light ships. Oh, I can see that the Ottomans are having some troops on our area. Sure, we can get knowledge sharing to Hadramut. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this drilling. Move this army a little bit closer. And did we have another army in there? Not really. I guess we could move in the army. No, this army is actually going to stay. We'd need to get another leader for it. Okay, 5330. It's not bad for a combat leader. We could potentially even get another leader for this smaller army now. 5412. Well, there we go. So this is actually going to be perfect for sieging down places then. Smaller before it, mind you, but yeah. Got a couple of workshops underway, almost completed. But that's the thing, once you start getting the manufactories going in a kind of a regular pace, then yeah, you'll make a lot of money. There's nothing that can stop you at that point. Well, other than a lot of warfare and bigger neighbors. So they got the 50,000 man army over there. I think they are probably planning a war against me. Especially since Russia can't really help them. The question is, of course, how many of the allies can they actually get against me in an offensive war? Because that is a good question. And who are the rivals, by the way? Russia, Commonwealth, myself, and then Persia is one of their enemies as well. Okay, so I've already allied to 2 of them, plus myself in there as well, so that's not the worst. Commonwealth might be willing to at least help us. I don't know if, well, it could technically speaking ally them, I guess. But that would put us over the limit, and I'd rather not take that currently. Of course, eventually, once our vassal is annexed, that's going to unlock the possibility of allying Commonwealth. And then we can definitely just wreck Ottomans. Get some more ivory. Well, there we go. That's been converted. Let's assign that to the trade company. So how much is that? That's 12.8. I called into that. Actually, there's others in there. Oh, inspiring leader. Well, there we go. Morale of armies is going to be very nice. So how much do we actually control? 12.3. So I believe there might be some other trade company that is also... No, it's just us. Right, but it changes a little bit when it refreshes the modifiers, I suppose. Actually, is there things that we should still build in here? I mean, definitely, but the local tax modifier is not a bad thing. Of course, getting the local defensiveness in this particular one is actually going to be very useful. I'm going to do that one. Because there is a fairly high chance that this one gets seized down in the war against the Ottomans. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and drill the army a little bit longer. Did we have... right, actually. I'm going to go ahead and send this one. It's done some drilling, but I'm going to move it in here for the main front line against the Ottomans. And then this one, we could probably go ahead and get another 2 cannons. We'll get a couple cavalry for it as well, but we'll need to wait for some money to be accumulated first before we'll do that. It'll be a nice 20,000 man army already. Soon enough. Also, I suppose since we've got the mill points, I'm going to go ahead and do some more developing. Also trying to keep the costs, or as much development as possible for the lowest amount of costs. I could probably go ahead and do some... Oh, the merchants are already being slandered. Alright, no, never mind. I guess they've got a lot of enemies. I could steal maps, but I don't think there's a lot of maps that I could really benefit from. I can support rebels, but that's going to be costly. Justify a trade conflict. Could fabricate claims. I guess, actually... Do we have... we've got permanent claims along the coastline here, I believe. And actually, Syria and the other areas, we do not have claims on, for example, down here. Might as well add one in there. But yeah, they've still got the over 200,000 man army. They've got 50,000 men at least in here along the coastline. So I'm guessing they are probably preparing for a war against me currently, because they've got troops to the north, most likely. At least with Bohemia. And they got truce with Hormuz and Mamluks. So other than Persia and myself, and maybe Russia and Commonwealth, they don't have really that many potential targets right now. If they do declare war on Commonwealth or something, we will attack them at the same time, because that means that they will be fighting two-front war, and that's going to be our best bet of fighting them still. But I mean, they are still fairly effective. Of course, they will probably start having some more problems with the... Oh, we lost the Admiral. Well, we don't really need another Admiral right now, so we're just going to save those points for the techs, because we're starting to fall a little bit behind in those. So any other good workshops? Oh, there's some that could be okay. There's that one at least. I will go ahead and get another manpower building as well. On the training fields, we don't actually have any that are ready. Barracks we could build. Alexandria, yeah, that's not the worst. It's got fairly high development regardless already, so that's still going to be fairly good bonus from that. So if we were to declare war on them, yeah, no, they would have all their allies. That is quite a bit of that's over 300,000 men total. Of course, I've already got over 100,000, with Hyderabad giving another 20,000 or so. Well, I got, let's see, 136,000. I can get to 140,000 actually. And so I'll have 160,000, just me and my vassal. Essentially. But then that still gives them quite an advantage in the war. But if I can get both Persia and Portugal, our side will have close to 500,000 men actually. So it would definitely be possible. And I think if we use Jaffa as the war goal, that would be okay. Okay, I think we're going to wait for like one more year or get a little bit more drill for the troops here. Then we'll start the drilling, and then we'll declare the war. We'll see if they do anything else in the meanwhile, but I do want to start get it going on the wars against Ottomans, because it's already 1600s, and we've got quite a bit of work to do on that front. There we go, we can turn this into part of the trade company. And there we go. How much do we have now? About 23%. It's probably going to drop down to like 23% flat once that's fully in there, but that's alright. Okay, 21% actually, okay. So not quite as much as I was hoping for. It's still better than nothing, mind you. Is there actually any other buildings that we could upgrade in here? Well, there's the garrison thing. There is, of course, company administration. Right, we could get more sailors and manpower from there. We don't have a huge manpower pool yet. That's going to be a problem in the war. Which is why I need allies to actually help me. Admittedly, the extra tax modifier wouldn't be too bad either. We're going to hold off on those buildings. Oh, speaking of money. You know what, Russia? Yeah, you're going to have 300 ducats. If that means that you're more likely to join in a war against the Ottomans. They still got over 4... How do you have 4,000 ducats in debt? I mean, have you been trying to embrace institutions or something? They're not fighting a war, are they? No, they're not. Okay, well, that's the AI at its finest, I suppose. We could go ahead and increase the administration capacity a tiny bit with these points. That means that we won't be hitting the cap over here as quickly as possible. Or as soon, at least. Yeah, we'll have the 90,000 men over there drilling. We will need to have a army fight off Kilwa. Although they've got only 20,000 men army, so that shouldn't be too difficult. I can take the provinces over here, hopefully for myself. Silly. Ooh. Were you fighting Spain? Okay. That's a bit silly. So who's Spain actually fighting? Berg, Oldenburg, silly. Oh, right. Okay. Poland conquers Berg. And Spanish conquers Laguna. Ah, but Tondo, that's in a completely different area. Down... Actually, that's down here, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So they're going for Philippines, which makes sense. So how much more do I still need for the centralized estate? I need to have either absolutism at 40, or I need to have the +3 stability and at least 9 admin per month, which we are getting the admin. So how much would it cost for me to... It would be a little bit costly. I'm gonna get the admin tech first. Then after that, maybe complete the economic ideas. There's development for manufacturers +1. Oh. That could be quite nice. And the goods produced modifier +10%. Yeah, so we do want those. Oh, come on. You're asking for money as well now? Alright then, well, again, it's just it's gonna be useful once we start fighting the Ottomans. We've got a fairly good income. It just means that we won't be able to build much because everyone's asking for money. But at the same time... I think it's not the way... Oh, they're moving their army away from here now. Oh, they got some rebellions in here. Fair enough. And then after that, oh, Axum at 12 base production, Alexandria with Bastion, Star Fort, or Fortress. So we'd have to upgrade that by 1. That's going to give us base manpower in there. Or we need to have 65%. I think I'm going to go with the better Fortress in here. I can just go ahead and upgrade this to level 4 soon enough. Oh, we could get the interest per annum, but we don't have any loans currently. So we don't really need to. Another thing that I could probably start doing is, let's see, well, I don't want to remove the extra points that we're getting, but we could probably go ahead and start removing, for example, the oversight by the clergy. That's going to reduce their influence. It will reduce their loyalty quite a bit, but the max absolutism is going to be able to go up again. I mean, yeah, it's we're currently at 25, but I'm just making sure that we can get that into relatively high numbers. Another thing is that we could maybe remove the free enterprise. Or knowledge sharing ends. Alright then. There we go. So we've got these 3 armies drilling. I know that I'm going to jinx it now, but I don't think we've had generals die while drilling for a little while. Usually happens like within a year or so. I could also remove the supremacy over the crown. So these are at least still kind of loyal. Not very loyal, mind you, but at least that's going to allow us to get rid of some of the things. Let's also, you know what, I'm going to save for the Star Fort. That's not going to take too long in Alexandria. So we can get that mission underway. And that's going to give us a base manpower in there. And with the barracks that we just built there recently, that's going to be even more manpower. Oh, they're fighting Hormuz, Persia, and Khorasan. Is Hormuz... Oh, they're being independence guaranteed by Persia. Okay. I can declare war on them. I can still get Portugal into this. And they'll use Jaffa as the war goal. This will be tricky, though. But I suppose Bukhara, Khiva, and, well, partially the Ottomans as well are busy with the Persians already. And if I help with this, together with Portugal, I think we can turn this around. We'll need it to stop the drilling. How much is the enemy fleet right now? They've got a decent bit of fleets. And of course, yeah, we've got a bit of fight in there. So Tunis is something we need to deal with, but I'm sure that the Portuguese will probably deal with that. Or the English. It could be the English, actually, that are going to just start seizing all of that down. But yeah, we'll need to wait for a little while for the troops to be ready. We've got the 20,000 man army down here in the south. Which could probably actually... Well, we've got the 30,000 men for Kilwa as well. Stop the rebel suppression. We'll go and siege down Kilwa itself. We'll probably send in this second army. Help siege down some of that stuff there. Is the... Oh yeah, we've got the fleet right here. Bit of a shortcut then. There we go, we won the battle. And also, where's the trade fleet that we have in here? This one. You're gonna go to the port. And you got a ship there. Well, that's fine. Go for Syria, we've got a bit of combat going on. Oh dear, that's the Ottoman fleet coming in. We are probably dealing okay damage though with our galleys. Yeah, we did lose the battle. But they lost 6 ships, we lost 1 light ship, which we just captured, so I guess it's not the worst. We'll go ahead and upgrade these ships in the meanwhile. And we'll cancel the mission. So with the 90,000 man army that I have in here, it probably would be enough to deal with some of the Ottomans, but if there's enough of their troops, it's going to be tricky. Well, let's go ahead and send in some of these troops towards the front line in here. We'll worry about it later. Oh, Trade League disbanded. Oh, there we go. So I think what we're going to do is we'll focus down Kilwa first. Once we've got Kilwa out of the war, we can then move these troops north to clear out, or help clear out Tunis, and then we'll have the 90,000 man army here, just keeping the Ottomans busy for a while. Well, I do see that we are actually in for a cliffhanger here because we're out of time. But anyway, if you enjoyed this, little like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, get the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.